Good morning and welcome another day to Radio Bali FM.
Hi, I am Joao and with me is Candela. Now, as all days, we're going to do our question of the day and an interview to a teacher that you will know in the future who it will is. Also, our newest news about the basketball and a Would You Rather game. Also, the news and a future speech. Also, with me are the guests Fernando.
Hi.
Javier Morales.
Hi.
Guille.
Hi.
Jorge.
Hi.
Alicia.
Hey.
Cora.
Hi.
And others. Welcome you everyone. So Candela, please you could make us a summary of what we have done yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday we have the question of the day, as every day. And you make an interview to a teacher, Joao. We have basketball section and a Would You Rather section, which was really fun. Now, please, Joao, tell the menu of the day.
Okay, for that is in charge Fernando. Please, if you could tell us.
Hi. Today, what we have is spaghetti bolognese, some ragu meat, and yogurt.
Okay, now Candela, I give you the word.
Thank you. Today, the question of the day is, what is the most disgusting thing that you have done or seen? Alicia, please start.
Okay, so the most disgusting thing that I have seen was when I was in kindergarten. We found feces in the ground, and an old friend of mine took a plastic spoon and said, "Oh, chocolate," and he just proceeded to eat it. It was really disgusting when I realized it wasn't chocolate but feces. So yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's really disgusting. Rodrigo?
Well, the most disgusting thing I have ever done was eating a sausage that without using my teeth.
Oh my god. And Cora, something
Well,
about you?
It's not about I have done or I have seen. It's about I have tasted. The popular Harry Potter jelly beans have a few tastes that are like strawberry or banana, but something has like mud, syrup, or wax of ears. And I wouldn't recommend to anyone, but it's about luck.
Yeah, I've tried them. They're really awful. And Joao?
Okay, before I said it about the jelly beans, I took one and it was of vomit. So, well, to me, the most disgusting thing I have, well, more than seen done is to help my uncle to how to say it in few words to just cut the belly of a boar and get everything off of him. There was a very lot of blood.
This was the question of the day for today. Thank you for answering our question, everybody. And now Joao is going to interview Javier Rosado, a teacher from the school. Please, Joao, start your section.
Thank you, Candela. And yes, with me is Javier Rosado, the professor of physics and chemistry. Hi.
Hi, good morning, Joao.
Okay, Javi. Now, as every interview, I have two main questions to every professor, so I'm going to make them to you, okay? Okay, for you, which is the best thing of being a teacher, your favorite part of being a teacher?
The favorite part,
Well, in my opinion, I think that if you are a teacher, is because you have a vocation to do it. But in my opinion, I always try to enjoy with all the with all the children, because of the fact that at the same time that I have to teach, I think you as a pupil can teach to me a lot of things too.
Everyone learns from everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Now the opposite thing. What do you think is the worst of being a teacher? The worst part.
In my opinion, and you know it, is the thing that I must task all of the exams, and I need a big amount of hours to do it, and I am not able to sleep correctly the week that we have to correct. And the worst is that you usually, not you, Joao, but in general, you usually don't write on it whatever I have said to you on class.
Bureaucracy mainly.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Now, as you are a professor of physics and chemistry, what do you prefer, physics or chemistry?
Well, I studied physics because of the fact that I was good at physics, and I have read a lot of books of physics since I was a little boy. Chemistry, for me, was not a difficult subject at the school, but when I tried to learn chemistry, I felt the necessity of help. So I preferred when I was young to study physics.
So you prefer physics, right? And now let's talk about a personal thing. Which has been the most important person in your life? Even if it's a family, even if it's a friend, anyone.
Well, that's a difficult question, yeah, because I have a lot of people in my life that are important because of the fact that they are able to give to me several things that I appreciate. But if I had to choose one of them, it would have been my little brother.
Your brother.
Because he was born and I was 12 years old. So for me was one of the best things that I didn't wait for it.
Okay.
That was-
Candela.
That was
Please.
a wonderful interview. I really like it. But now we have to go to the playground. We will be here later.
Hello, this is at 10, 12, and 2:30. And if you like it, we can offer you a place here. Please ask your teacher before coming here, as we don't want to get in trouble.
Hello, we're back from the playground. Hi, Candela.
Hi, Joao.
Okay, now we are going with the basketball section with Jorge
Hello.
and Javier Calvo.
Hi.
Okay, what could you tell us?
Well, today we bring other new three questions. The first one is for me to Jorge is what is the best team? What is the best NBA team for Luka Doncic?
Well, I think that it could be two, because there are various correct options. One is for exams, because I think that the trainer is from Slovenia that had trained Luka before, and I think that it would be okay for Luka to train with people who he know. And the other one, I think that's good. Atlanta Hawks because there is a good player called Dennis Schroeder, and I think that they could be a good pair. And I have now a question for you, Javi. Do you think Stephen Curry is in the top 5 players of the NBA history?
Well, Stephen Curry many great things that are able to be in the top 5 players of the NBA history. But I think there are other players like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, etc., that play better that made more things than him and have more history than him. So I think that he's not in the top 5 players of the NBA history.
Okay, and the last one. Javi, do you think that some European teams like Real Madrid, Real Barcelona, HC have nowadays the level to win some NBA teams?
Yes, of course. As you say, some teams like Real Madrid, Fenerbahce, or Olympiacos nowadays have a great level, and NBA teams like Dallas Mavericks or Los Angeles Lakers have a low level. So I think Real Madrid and all these teams have a great level to win them.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Now, Candela, I give you the word.
Now we have the weather with Fernando.
Hi. Okay, today is sunny, so it must be hot. After all, it's June. Well, but I see over there a big cloud, so it might rain in the afternoon.
And that's the weather for today. Now a few ads and we'll be back after the break.
Bored at home during weekends? Don't have any plans on June the 16th? Come to school that day and have fun with many super exciting activities at Open House. Remember, June the 16th in El Valle School. See you at the Open House.
Are you tired of watching Netflix alone? Did you cry watching Monsters Inc? Do you want an Emma Watson, Scarlett Johansson in your life? Do you spend more time in the friend zone than in your own home? Then download Salupa, a dating app for El Valle students. With this app, you will find your own Kate Beckett. Salupa, the best choice for your lonely life.
Okay. We're back, and now we have the section of Would You Rather with Rodrigo.
Hello.
Okay, Rodrigo, I give you the word for you tell the questions of today.
Okay, today we have 4 questions instead of 3 for being more people interviewed. So we start with Fernando. Would you rather be alone on an island or being alone in space?
I think it would be in an island because in space, there's no life out there, and I would prefer in an island.
But in island you don't have any contact with humans.
In space either.
Yes, but in the space you can look for videos, but in an island you don't have nothing.
I don't know. Maybe there's Wi-Fi in the island.
It's a good point of view. Well, the next is for Jorge. It's between the would you rather of this is between have a gun that shoots party balloons or having a cat.
Having a cat
Why?
because I like cats. I like cats. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this is for Javi. The 2 options of this would you rather is
win a Champions League
Yes.
or have your own clothes brand?
I prefer win a Champions League because the amount of money they give you I could make many other things that with the second option.
But with a brand, you have your own
No,
clothes.
but also if you win a Champions League, you will be recognized by many people because you made a great thing, and our brand could not be a great brand, and people will not buy clothes from you, and it can be disappear.
Okay. And the last one is for Cassandra. The two options of this would you rather is: would you rather be promoted on your job or winning an Oscar?
An Oscar?
Yes.
Well, that's a tough one because honestly, for teachers, there's not a lot of room for promotion. There's really, you can either become the head of studies or a director, that's it, or win an Oscar. I kind of tend towards what Javi said is because if you win the Oscar, you get acclaim and praise forever. Whereas I think if I get promoted to head of studies, I just get a lot of problems. So I think I'll take the.
But you will still working in what you want.
Yeah.
And
I'll
what
work
you
in
like.
what I want, but can I still be a teacher and get the Oscar?
No. It's one thing or the other. Or being promoted or leave the school and
Get
be
an
an
Oscar.
actor.
So leave a place where people only where my students only complain about everything they don't like about what I do. And go get something that everybody recognizes as being really awesome.
Yes.
Or stay and have more responsibility and get more complaints.
Yes.
And no recognition.
Well,
you see my point of view here.
But if the schools get some prize in a competition of a sport or something like that, you will be recognized also.
Is the school going to get an Oscar now?
No.
And to the school competitions, I don't get to wear an awesome dress and then go to the amazing after parties. And you know all the free stuff you get when you go to the Oscars, the swag? I love teaching, but I think I'm going to have to take that Oscar.
Okay. Well, that's all for today.
Thank you, Rodrigo. And now, Candela, I give you the word for the next section.
Now we have random news with Sarah.
Hi.
Cora.
Hello.
And Maria.
Hi.
An FBI agent accidentally shot a man while he was dancing. As a result of this, the man's leg got hurt and he was rushed to the hospital.
In United Kingdom, people are searching for a man that escaped after he ate a bus seat while the bus passengers were watching him. The man was calm during 20 minutes of the trip and suddenly he started eating the chair of his sedan. The crime was prepared because he carried along a bottle of water for accompanying his seat. The police claim that the damage caused are just over $300.
Everyone to the floor was what two football teams from the Equatorial shouted when a swarm of pigs appeared on their stadium and the rest of the city of Malawi, on Ecuador. Well, this all. Thank you.
How strange and random news, as you said. Thank you, girls. Now, Joao, please.
Thank you. Now we are here with a speech of androcentrism with Gala.
Hi.
Androcentrism is seeing the world with the eyes of a man. We see men's things as general and female ones as unusual. Andro comes from Greek and means man, and androcentrism means centered in, so it means centered in men. This problem starts in education. In secondary school, only a 7.5% of the people we study are women, and only a 5% of the people we study, because of their participation in history, are women. This teaches us, especially women, that men are more important and have done more things. We learn that the world was made by men, and that's not true. we don't appear in history if we don't appear in history books, it is not because women didn't do anything and our role in history is secondary. It is because androcentrism. We think that things made by men are more interesting or more important. We live in a world made for men, but not only by men.
I totally agree with you, and I love that last sentence. Can you repeat it?
So, we live in a world made for men, but not by men.
Wow.
And also an important factor in androcentrism is when we watch the news. Women only appear at 20% of the news. And when we appear as victims or objects. Also on TV, when we watch a film, we consider normal that a man identifies himself with a male character but not with a female one. The reason why this happens is because we think that it's normal that a man admires a man because but not a woman because we think that women are inferior. This also influences that the main character of video games is almost always a man. The same thing happens with clothes. We assign skirts to women and so when we see a man wearing one, we think it is strange because we don't understand that a man, what we consider the best gender, wants to be like a woman, that what we consider the weaker gender.
That is something from our daily life that we don't realize because we assume it's normal, it's a normal thing, and I don't think it should be like that.
Yeah, well, we can also find androcentrism when we talk about social problems. When we talk about social problems, we talk about wars, hunger, poverty, work, social classes, but we don't think in sexism. We don't think in the privileges that half of the population, men, has at the expense of the rights of the other half of the population, women. When we talk about social problems, we have to talk about the 900 women who were killed in the last 15 years in Spain because they were women. We have to talk about the fact that a woman is raped every 8 hours in our country.
Wow, I have never heard or thought about this fact. Please continue.
Okay, one of the most common and easy to identify evidence of androcentrism is when we talk. Spanish is especially an androcentric language. The right, which is the academy responsible for Spanish, took 300 years to accept the first women. The right has 44 people and only 8 are women. So, if this academy is responsible for making the language for everyone, it is going to be difficult to change the language. Due to these conditions, we are going to be the ones who are going to have to change the language orally. Firstly, we have to accept that everybody is equal and has the same importance. So when we talk and there are more girls than boys, we should talk using the female form of words. In Spanish, a very rooted problem is that in some words there are only male forms for which we consider generic. The right doesn't accept the female form of these words because they say that they are responsible for documenting the language and not for changing it. As they are responsible for documenting the language, currently there are women that are spokespeople, so we need to document this fact. We have to adapt the language for women. This is called the feminization of language. Another important part of the feminization of the language is to eliminate pejorative meanings. This can be seen when we search the word woman on the right. We can see that there are 7 meanings which are prostitute. This is influenced by society misogyny. Also, when we search the word android, we see that it means human being. As I have said, andro means man, so we see men as a general concept and as all humanity.
I think our society should change. Please go on.
Okay, so to sum up, if we only see the world with the eyes of the half of the population, we only see half of the world. We need to understand all the world, so we need to see the world with all the eyes of everyone.
Thank you. That last section was amazing. You have done a fascinating report, and I want to ask our public what they think about this topic. So, audience, I would like you to write in the comments what's your opinion, and in a future program, we will read them out loud and respond. Thank you. And that's
honestly, I'm totally of your side. Of course, I am, and it's not of criticism. Of course, it's just a joking comment that and it has been a lot of information in a very short time. I mean, wow.
Fortunately, this program is recorded, so you can go back and listen to it again and maybe absorb the information better.
Oh my god.
And I think it was a really nice section. I really like it. And
Yeah.
it was really interesting, and it says lots of information that it's from our daily life that we don't even perceive. So thank you, everybody. This is all for today. Thank you to our DJ Marta. And see you soon in the next program.